ADHD over ADD, attention deficit or hyperactive disorder, was also called ADD from 1960 to 1990. As from name, ADHD comprised of two parts, either hyperactive disorder or attention deficit, also called hyperactivity, impulsive or inattentive disorder. But in some people, both can be combined. ADHD should start from age of 2 to be diagnosed, but it can be in adults too. Symptoms may vary in adults, as hyperactivity can be changed into extreme restlessness. Symptoms can vary from person to person. Hyperactivity disorder is more probably in boys rather than in girls. Girls tend to show inactivity with growing needs of adults. Symptoms of ADHD could be severe. ADHD is considered a chronic and debilitating disorder and is known to impact the individual in many aspects of their life, including academic and personal, interpersonal relationship, professional achievements, and daily functioning. It's estimated that adult ADHD affects more than 8 million adults, or up to 5% of Americans. Many of them don't even know it. Adults with ADHD can experience poor self-worth, sensitivity towards criticism, and increased self-criticism, possibly stemming from higher level of criticism throughout life. Several studies suggest less than 20% of adults with ADHD are aware that they have it. ADHD is one of the most common neurodevelopmental disorders of childhood. ADHD can lead to poor self-esteem and social function in children when not appropriately treated. It is estimated that 3.3 million US children ages 12 to 17 years have been diagnosed with ADHD. Approximately 129 million children and adolescents worldwide between the ages of 5 to 19 years old have ADHD. More than 366 million adults worldwide have ADHD as of 2020. ADHD is a disease that can be cured, so don't be disappointing. Living with ADHD is about monitoring your traits and actively working towards finding what works best for you. With the right support and treatment, you can create a life that allows you to reach your greatest potential. So don't be pessimistic, but be optimistic. A diagnosis is based on the presence of persistent symptoms that have occurred over a period of time and are not noticeable over the past 6 months. You may have difficulties sitting still, waiting their turn, paying attention, being fidgety, and acting impulsively. Hyperactivity impulsive disorder. Hyperactivity refers to excessive movement such as fidgeting, excessive energy, not sitting still, and being talkative. Impulsivity refers to decisions or actions taken without thinking through the consequences. For a diagnosis of this type of ADHD, 6 of 5 symptoms should be present. Unable to sit. It is hard to sit still for a long time. If they are compelled to sit, they will keep on moving their hands or feet. Smaller children may run, jump, or climb constantly. The individual feels restless and has trouble with impulsivity. Unable to do activities. Individuals are unable to complete their activities, either that could be their leisure activities or work. Dopamine levels in the brain are positively correlated with our level of interest in a task. If a task is boring, to someone with ADHD, dopamine levels are so low that their brain is unable to activate to do the task. They can't pay attention even if they want to. Go. People with hyperactivity disorders are always on the go, as if driven by a motor. Even if they are doing something important, they will leave that and follow the new idea. Too much. For instance, cuts into conversation, speak without knowing result, or speak at inappropriate time because they have a lot of energy and don't know what to do about it. Blurts out an answer before a question has been finished. For instance, may finish people's sentence, can't wait to speak in a conversation. Distracted. People with ADHD are easily distracted. The concept of distractibility in ADHD usually means that people are unable to block out unimportant distractions or visual distractions in order to focus on matters at hand. Forgot about plans which you have with your friends which can disturb your relationships, as you should make a schedule or planner in your phone or written your notes so you can not forget things and you have to manage those. Hyperfocus. It is a reverse of difficult to concentrate, spending hours on a single task, losing all sort of time. This can cause problems like missing others' deadline, as miscommunication and misunderstandings in relations. Both inattentive and hyperactive subtypes of ADHD are prone to impulsive control problems. The impulsivity can come in handy in rare situations where they need to think on their feet, but it generally puts them at risk of making poor choices and taking unnecessary risks. Self-control. ADHD can also cause challenges with self-control, and sometimes what looks like a lack of self-control is actually a lack of social skills. It's hard for kids to follow social rules if they don't know when they are breaking them. With the right support, kids can. Inattentive disorder. Inattentive refers to challenges with staying on task, focusing, and organization. Overlook or miss details and make seemingly careless mistake in schoolwork, at work, or during other activities. have difficulty sustaining attention during play or tasks such as conversations, lectures, or difficulty getting along with others. Maintaining friendship can be a struggle for adults with ADHD. You might find yourself inattentive when you are with someone, not listening when they speak, or daydreaming about what else you could be doing instead of spending time with them. We often forget fatigue is one of the most common symptoms associated with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, since a lot of attention is placed on the restless, frenetic, and impulsive side of the condition. Mistakes. People with inattentive ADHD make careless mistakes because they have difficulty sustaining focus, following detailed instruction, and organizing tasks and activities. They are easily distracted by external stimuli and often lose things. They may leave projects unfinished and appear not to listen when you speak. To stay motivated, adults and children with ADHD have lower levels of dopamine, which limit their brain's ability to both recognize rewards and seek them out. This results in a lack of motivation. Without recognizing rewards, the body is unmotivated to act in any direction. Staying organized. Has problems organizing tasks and work. For instance, does not manage time well, has messy, disorganized work, misses deadlines, avoids or dislikes tasks that require sustained mental effort, such as preparing reports and completing forms. Often loses things needed for tasks or daily life, such as school papers, books, keys, wallet, cell phone, and eyeglasses. Lack of time awareness. People with ADHD are unable to calculate how much time a task will take, how much time could be spent in cleaning the house, and as a result, you can be late for next appointment, which could be frustrating. Focus. Doesn't pay close attention to details or makes careless mistakes in school or job tasks. Has problems staying focused on tasks or activities such as during lecture, conservation, or long reading. Doesn't seem to listen when spoken to. Lose belongingness. People with ADHD who sometimes relate to the world differently than others. You feel like you don't belong. People with ADHD often struggle with challenges that others don't. Impulsivity, forgetfulness, or problems with focus are only some of those challenges. They can all contribute to your feelings of like you are somehow different from others or you don't belong. Low self-esteem. People with ADHD often struggle with low self-esteem that can be caused by trauma, especially childhood trauma, or serious mental health conditions like depression or anxiety. You may think that you don't deserve love and support. We are afraid of imposing on someone by sharing our struggle and that they won't have the space to support us. But when we hide our challenges, our loneliness speaks even more. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, kindly like, share, subscribe, and comment down. Don't forget to click the bell.